Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. As you already know, this is your U.S. General. 5-drawer tool card with side tray and deep compartment. Today is Monday, as you can see. We now back over at the storage unit, getting back to it, getting busy as always. Okay. In today's video segment presentation, what we're going to take a look at is my top 10 snap-on picks of the week. I haven't done one of these videos in quite a while, so I figured today would be a good day to do so. All right. But I ain't going to hold you up too much more longer in the introductory of things. But as I always state, as usual, I always keep my signature lingering somewhere in the background. My Dunkin' Donuts coffee. You already know. Okay. So pretty much I'm about to get quite a few things out to the top of the tool card. We're going to do things one at a time. All right. So walk with me. Let's get it. All right. Coming in at number 10, what you're looking at is your 1/4-inch hex locking extensions. All right. The part number that you're taking a look at is 103 TMLPA, which you have a 2-inch hex locking extension, just as well as you also have a 4-inch, and you also have a 6-inch, which is provided in the set. Okay, these can be used with things such as your 1/4-inch hex impacts, no matter whether Milwaukee, DeWalt, just about any brand make that makes cordless impacts, from Mac to Snap-on and so on and so forth. I'm quite sure that you get the idea. Just as well as I don't actually have out my Snap-on magnetic hex ratchet, okay, which has an anvil that is magnetic, which accepts hex adapters and hex extensions just as well. The ratchet is USA made. I have shown it in the past. All right, but this is my top 10 item at the prior moment. So now we're going to move along into the next. So let's get it. All right, coming in at number 9, the part number is 106 flip set. All right, this is a 1/4-inch flip socket set, which is provided also with a 2-inch and a 6-inch hex extensions. These extensions are your regular, normal, standard extensions, okay, with ball detents at the end. And you can see the sizes that are provided from 8/10 to 9/11, 12/14 to 13/15. This set right here is mainly more used for underbody and undercarriage fasteners. These are 12-point metric, and as you can see, they are flip sockets. Okay, these are very handy for BMWs, Audis, Mercedes, and quite a few other vehicles just as well. You know, no matter whether 6-point or 12-point. Okay. On this particular socket, is starting to gain a little surface rust, so I may need to basically clean up this socket here. Okay, but this set is coming at number 9. Once again, the part number is 106 flip set. So now we're gonna move along into number 8. Let's get it. Okay, coming in at 8 is your hose clamp pliers with the flexible cable. All right, just to give you a quick part number, the part number is SHCP1B. All right, and as you can see how it has, you know, its teeth to lock things, and you have your quick release. All right, so as you take notice to the cable and how I'm adjusting it back and forth, okay, so it makes it very easy and convenient to lock in radiator holes, clamps, and things like that, and quickly adjust way that you can basically keep it locked in, so when replacing the holes you can just simply put the holes and a clamp back over and then simply just release the levers. Okay, and once again, you know, as you can see the feature how it locks in and how it has its teeth up here makes it highly convenient and highly efficient. You know, you have your other older standards without the cable where, you know, you just have the two knobs at the top, or some individuals may use like some like vice grips to just lock it in. But you know, this is very quick, simple, and convenient. So that's my next following pick. So now we're gonna move along. Let's get it. All right, coming in at number 7, which will be the Snap-on aluminum project light. All right, the part number is ECPRA072, which is a 700 lumen light on high and 100 lumens on low. All right, this is made of aluminum housing. They are very durable. Okay, very efficient and convenient. It has a magnetic base, as you can basically tell. All right, it adjusts to different angles and things like that of that nature. As you can see, it provides USB support. You have your power on button here. All right, these are very well built. You know, a lot of times individuals, because of its magnetic base, a lot of times technicians commonly lose these with having them stuck underneath the vehicles and things like that, and stuck underneath the hoods. But you know, and they're at a reasonable price. All right, so that's my next following pick. So now what we're going to do is we're going to move along once again so that you can see the part number is ECPRA072. Right, so let's get it. Okay, most individuals who view this channel and who's been a subscriber viewing the channel for quite some time, you would know that I have a long list of line of ratchets. Okay, and if you are a normal viewer that's consistently watch my videos, you would know that the bent handles is my main primary ratchet that I go to, that I use the most often. And as you can see, I actually have 2 bent handles in my selection, but both bent handles are basically different. One is more newer than the other. Okay, this is the one that I use most commonly, and it is not of the 90 tooth design. All right, this is actually of a 36 tooth design, and the one that you see towards the back, which is also USA made, is the dual 90 tooth design. You can tell within the differentials of the handles. All right, one is thinner than the 90 tooth. The 90 tooth is a whole lot much more thicker at its handle, just as well as the shaft of the body. And if you notice, the heads of each ratchets are different from one another. All right, but when it comes to my top picks, when it comes to the ratchets, even though the bent handle are my most used ratchet, they are not enlisted in this selection. I'm actually about to get out, you know, the ratchet of my preferable choice in this particular pick and selection. All right, so let's get it. Okay, my top pick in my selection will be my 1/2 inch drive locking flex head. All right, this is an 18-inch long version. Just to give you a quick part number, which is SHX80B. If it'll focus in properly, SHX80B. All right. I really like my 18-inch when it comes to heavier applications, just as well as I actually have 2 other extended long actually I have 3 other extended long 1/2 inch drives. I also have another 24-inch locking flex head and snap on, just as well as a non-locking, just as well as I also have another 1/2 inch drive, 26-inch in the Mac Axis ratchet. All right, but I really like, you know, at this particular size and this particular length, and you know, I'll get out the more longer snap-on ratchet so that you can get a different comparison and look as far as the length is concerned, and then I will go more into details. So let's get it. All right, so now you can see that I have the 24-inch out now, and just to give you a quick part number, which is SHLX80A on this particular 1/2 inch drive, which is also a locking flex head. So you can basically, see it in differentials. And most situations and most occasions, I normally go to my 8 inch, for its length and its size. The shorter the length, the less flex that you would technically get, within the 18 inch, technically compared to the 24 inch. I only really go to the 24 inches, when I actually need the extra leverage and have to put the extra force and torque on the particular ratchet, on a particular fastener at a time. But in most majority of the cases, a lot of times I just simply go to the 18 inch, but I also have other alternatives, as a backup. All right. So that is my next following pick. So now we're going to move along into the next. Let's get it. Okay, coming in at number 4, I do have a long list of line of breaker bars just as well as ratchets. Okay, and all different drive sizes. So, at the top of the tool cart at the prior moment, you can see a particular 1/4 inch breaker bar, just as well as 3 different lengths in 3/8 drive. All right, which are all soft grip handles and things like that of that nature. But when it comes to certain lengths and breaker bars, I do actually like standard handles. So I actually go a lot of times to my Proto Professional, which is slightly a little bit more thicker at its body and its shaft and things like that. And it absolutely gets no flex, which is 18 inches. So just to give you a quick visual of the Proto Professional, even though the Proto is not a list of a snap-on brand. So here you would see that I have the Proto Professional, and if it will focus in on a part number, and as you can see, this is made in the USA, part number 6468. Another reason why I like this particular breaker bar is for the knurling handle. The knurling handle is highly aggressive. All right. And a good vast majority of the time, when I go to the tool cart, it's more than likely that I reach for the Proto Professional than I would technically reach for some of the other 3/8 when needed. Or, if I don't have the Proto in the cart directly and I have it stored basically somewhere else, then I would actually go to the snap-ons. All right. But at the prior moment of these lengths is not my initial number 4 pick. I'm going to move along to my number 4 pick at this very moment. So let's get it. Okay, my number 4 pick is the extended length snap-on breaker bar. Just to give you, quick part number real quick, if I can get things to focus in for me over here. The part number is SHN36, and it is made in the USA, right? So, it does have the length, it has the strength and the durability. There's only, one other breaker bar out there, that is somewhat competing with it. I think it's the Harbor Freight breaker bar, one of the Pittsburgh breaker bars or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not too keen on the Harbor Freight tools or anything like that. Not shooting them down or nothing like that, but it basically is what it is. I deal with a lot of different tool truck equipment. So, this is my number 4 pick coming in overall over, some of the other common breaker bars. More than likely, it's really 1/2 inch drive that I would have to go to when I can't possibly remove something with my 1/2 inch drive, pneumatic impact gun, or just hypothetically speaking, say for instance, to use the high torque. But when it comes to the high torque, I never actually has no issues with breaking fasteners and things like that. All right, so this is the number 4th pick. So now we're gonna move along into the number 3. Let's get it. Okay, coming in at number 3, which will be my snap-on flare nut socket sets in SAE standard and metric. Okay, these are very convenient. I like to go with these rather than the crow's foot design, or some angle wrenches and things like that, even though angle wrenches are still needed for certain particular applications. All right, and they're not so technically for just fuel lines in particular. All right, but I do like these sets right here. They are very nice. On the snap-on side, they are on the pricey side, so buying them from off the truck or buying them from on site, you could possibly try to find a better deal on these particular sockets out there, because they do kind of run with a high premium. You're basically going to pay well over $1,000 just for just this particular set of sockets right here. So once again, but this is my number 3 pick of the week. All right, so we're going to move along to the number 2 pick, and we're going to dive right in. Let's get it. Didn't realize I kind of lost the order, right? But going to still keep it moving along. So my next pick here is the 12-point snap-on universal extensions, all right, which are 12-point. All right, these are very convenient to have, where that you don't have to scramble around for different measurement tools and things like that. You can just basically snatch one tool and keep it moving when needed to. All right, this is another thing that I need to clean up a little bit. I'm starting to get a little surface rust and things like that, so you could tell the difference when I'm spraying things down. All right, but this is the the next following pick. I don't technically know the part number for these extensions offhand at the prior moment, but I will get it, and I'll possibly leave it in the description of the video. All right, so now we're gonna move along to our next item and next pick. Let's get it. Okay, my next runner up and next following pick is my snap-on low clearance Ratchet adapters. Okay, these adapters are magnetized just as well. I forgot to state that in the last particular video. I did demonstrate it in a video quite some time in the past. See if I can get them to focus in underneath the light again, so that I can give you a part number. These are rare set to have. Not a lot of individuals have seen these. I have put them out in quite a few different videos from the time that I first purchased them. All right. This is 1/2-inch drive to 3 1/4, and this is 3/8 drive to 1/2-inch. Just as well is this is 1/4 inch to 3/8 drive. All right, these are all made in the USA. It'll focus in underneath the light, and as you can see, these are snap-on, so they do exist. I really like this set, especially compared to like the other snap-on adapter set. Just to give you a little side-by-side comparison real quick, to give you a visual of the differentials. So here what you're looking at would be your 6-piece adapter set, and the part number is 1206 GS. All right, and the measurements range from 1/4 inch to 3/8 drive to 1/2-inch drive to 3 1/4. Here, and what you see, the 6 units provided. So just to give you a differential, so just hypothetically say, this is your 3 1/4. So now you would see basically the difference, okay, between the snap-on adapter and the 3 1/4, which is 1/2-inch drive to 3 1/4, and the same thing is here, which is 1/2-inch drive to 3 1/4. All right, so now you see the differential of the low clearance adapters. All right, just as well as if I was to say this is a 3/8 drive to 1/2-inch drive. All right, so now you can basically see the difference in the low clearance snap-on adapters compared to the 6-piece set that you would normally see here. And to give you a visual of the 1/4 inch, so you can basically see the differential and the size length on each socket. So this is why these particular adapters are coming in on this pick. All right. All right, so we're gonna move along to my last and final pick. All right, another quick thing before I get out this last item, just to give a little demonstration and show something real quick. You know, the Harbor Freight, what is that? The grommets that you would normally use, you know, for your inner compartments in order for your pry bars and, you know, your screwdrivers and stuff to sit still. Well, here's the new hack right here to enclose and encase your lock. Okay, but I am gonna repaint this over, and I'm gonna repaint it red. All right, so that's something else, you know, to possibly take a look at if you get your set of grommets. All right, so now what I'm going to do is going to get this top pick out, and we're going to dive right in. So walk with me. Let's get it. All right, my last and final pick of the week. The part number is ATEC 2F125VA. And as you see, the 12 UFF. This is your snap-on limited 100th edition tech angle here. All right, which is 3/8 drive. All right, and this is the 100th anniversary limited edition here. All right, so this is, you know, my last and final pick of the week right here when it comes to snap-on. Got quite a few other videos that I'm gonna put together probably between today and tomorrow to give the viewers and things like that of that nature. There's many other different snap-on items that I could have had, you know, picked overall, but at the prior moment, these are my top picks of the week, right? So, you know, let me know what you think in the comments. You know, if you like the videos, like the video. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. You know, like, share, subscribe, ring that bell when it's time to get notifications and newer updates to new videos, you know, that I upload, you know, on a regular basis and things like that. Okay. All right, so we're going to end this video right about now. Everybody enjoy the rest of your Monday. All right, it's a new week beginning. Keep it a safe and a blessed one as always. And until that next tool review, that next modification video, we going to check you later. Peace.